There we go. I call this planning commission meeting to order on Tuesday, May 3rd, 2022 at 6:30 p.m. This meeting will be conducted pursuant to the provisions of Government Code Section 54953 as amended by AB 361, which authorizes teleconference meetings under the Brown Act during certain proclaimed states of emergency. The Governor of California proclaimed the state of emergency related to COVID-19 on March 4th, 2020. This teleconference meeting is necessary so that the town can conduct essential business and is permitted under Government Code 54953 in order to protect public health and the safety of the attendees. With that, I will take a roll call vote. Chair Lester is not here tonight. Vice Chair Lester is not here tonight. Commissioner Helber is absent. Commissioner Teal.
Present.
Commissioner Davis.
Hi, present.
Commissioner Polsky.
Present.
And I, Chair Hillis, am here. We are also joined by Town of Moraga Staff Planning Director Hamid, and I believe we also have Assistant Town Attorney Karen Murphy. I also see I feel a little bit like Romper Room when I say it that way. Ashley James. And Ashley, I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with your title with the town. Just want to introduce yourself.
Sure. Ashley is our new principal planner, and she's been with us for about 5 weeks now. So she's a welcome addition to our team, and she brings a lot of experience. And we're really excited to have Ashley. And Ashley, if you wanted to say a few words and introduce yourself, that would be great.
Yeah, thanks, Afsha. That was a good introduction. Just wanted to say hello and look forward to working with you all.
Excellent, welcome. And I think I hear another voice on the line on the blacked out screen. Who else is with us?
Hello, that's me. I'm Susie. I'm an admin, and our camera is off here. So I work as an administrative assistant in the planning department.
Sounds great.
And I'm here too.
Oh, Commissioner Bodie, I apologize. I was following my notes and I wrote over that name. Apologies.
Typically, I come right after Commissioner Davis. I'm like, wait, you got to be kidding me. Polsky's ahead of me now too?
For first timers.
Making a name for myself on this commission.
I know,
there
right?
You go. And now we're at the point of the meeting for conflicts of interest. Any commissioners have a conflict of interest to report?
None.
Seeing none, moving on. Contact with the applicants. Have any of the commissioner had contact with the applicant of tonight's meeting?
I had a short meeting with the applicant a couple of days after our last meeting. And mostly we focused on his search for alternative places. I made a couple of suggestions that I think probably won't go anywhere, but we had a good conversation about what was possible or not possible.
Sounds good. And Commissioner Teal, I think you also raised your hand.
Right, so I did have a phone call with the applicants. So is audio not coming through?
Yeah, it sounds a little muffled. Oh, I can't hear you at all now.
I'll talk to you and I'll try to call in via cell phone as well. But if we can handle with a method for a moment. I did have a brief phone call with the applicant a day after the last planning commission meeting, talked through the items discussed, spoke to the positive response from community members, and just similar to Commissioner Davis, potential next steps for the applicant.
As staff, I cannot hear Commissioner Thiel. I'm sorry.
I think that he said that he was going to try calling in on his phone after his comment. I understood him to say that he had a conversation with the applicant after our last meeting and had similar course of discussion that Commissioner Davis had with him as well. Commissioner Polsky, I think I saw you raise your hand, or was I seeing things?
I actually have a question. I have not had contact with him since the last meeting. I had contact with him prior. How does that work?
You've disclosed it. I think that's all you need to do.
Okay. I met with the applicant prior to our last meeting.
And Commissioner Bodie, have you, just to round it all out, have you had any discussions?
I have not, no.
I will disclose that I did have a discussion with the applicant a short while after we received a letter with a couple of questions from him. I understood from our conversation that he no longer had those concerns. And my hope is that this item can proceed on consent unless anyone else has any other objections. And that is my disclosure. And next, I'd like to move to the Pledge of Allegiance. Commissioner Davis, would you mind giving the Pledge of Allegiance this evening?
Happy to do so. I don't have anything better than the Northern Lights, so there we go. Please say with me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Commissioner Davis.
Thank you.
We are now at the public comment section of the meeting. This time is reserved for those in the audience who wish to address the Planning Commission. The audience should be aware that the commission may not discuss details or vote on non-agenda items. Your concerns may be referred to staff or placed on a future agenda. Note public input will also be taken during each agenda item. If there are any public comments at this time, please utilize the raise hand feature of this webinar and we will call on you. Please remember to state your name and address for the record. You will have 3 minutes. And if there are any public comments, Director Hamid, would you mind helping keep time for us?
Sure, I'm happy to do that.
And having done that, I open up our list and I see 0 attendees.
Correct. As of now, there are 0 attendees for the public comment.
All right. So I will close public comment. And we can move now to the adoption of the consent agenda. Let's see. We have 2 items in the consent agenda. At this time, do any of the commissioners have any objections to any of the items in the consent agenda?
I move that we adopt the consent agenda.
And I second. Actually, I saw Commissioner Teal raise his hand before I said that, so let's go with Commissioner Teal. So call for a roll call vote. Let's see. This is the order that I have them in my notes here. It's not alphabetical, I apologize. Commissioner Polsky.
Aye.
Commissioner Teal.
Aye.
Commissioner Bodie.
Yes, aye.
Commissioner Davis.
Aye.
And I, Chair Hillisum, and I. The motion passes unanimously. We have adopted, and now we move to adoption of the meeting agenda. Do I have a motion to adopt the meeting agenda?
I'll make a motion to adopt the meeting agenda.
Commissioner Bodie makes the motion. Do I have a second?
I could second that.
Commissioner Davis seconds. And now a roll call vote. Commissioner Polsky.
Aye.
Commissioner Teal.
Aye.
Commissioner Bodie.
Yes, aye.
Commissioner Davis.
Aye.
And I, Chair Hillisum, and I, the motion passes. Let's see. So there is no public hearing. Do I need to make the 10-day appeal period statement?
Yes, at this point, the 10-day appeal period will run for the resolution.
So there is a 10-day appeal period on any decisions made by the Planning Commission. Appeals can be directed to planning staff or the town clerk. We now move to routine and other matters, and I don't see anything on my agenda for that.
Chair Hillis,
Yes, sir.
may I raise a point of order? On the minutes from last meeting, page 13, Chair Luster was not absent. She had to abstain, but she was not absent. And that could someday be material.
We will make that correction.
Thank you very much. It seems like an easy one.
Indeed.
We should hope everything I raise is so easy.
Thank you, Commissioner Davis, and thank you,
Thank you,
staff, for
Chair.
taking care of that. So we are on to reports. Do any of the commissioners have anything to report? Hearing nothing, and move to staff. Staff, do you have anything to report?
Yes, tomorrow evening is the joint town council and planning commission meeting. It's a special meeting and it's on the housing element. And we have special topics to discuss tomorrow evening. And it will be via Zoom at 6 p.m. So not 6:30, please make a note, it's at 6 p.m. So we will see you all there tomorrow evening.
Thank you, Director Hamid. And unless there are any other reports, we can now move to adjournment, quickest planning commission meeting ever. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Commissioner Teal, second. I think I saw Commissioner Polsky. So move, all those in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? The motion. Did I hear somebody oppose? I don't think so.
No, that was
Motion.
the dog.
All right. That's all right. Motion passes unanimously. The meeting is adjourned at 6:44 p.m. Thank you all for joining us on this brief planning commission meeting. I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow.
Thank you. You guys have a good evening.
Thanks.
Good night.
Night.